Hello, my name is Meera Hoffman, and in this video we're going to be demonstrating some techniques that you can use for a wonderful relaxing facial massage, and we'll also work on the scalp as well. So we'll begin just by making a gentle light contact with our hands on the head. If you want, you can use your thumbs to apply a medium to firm pressure into the top of the scalp. And I like to just work my way down towards the table, just following that midline. It's a great way to connect with your client and just begin the session before we move to working on the face. And for the facial massage, you don't really need to use any products, but if you would like, you could use like a light lotion. I would definitely look for something that's hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic. And that just means it's great for sensitive skin and it's not going to clog the pores. I'm using my fingertips to work a little bit on the side of the head. Just kind of pulling the hair away from the face, moving it out of the way. And we can start to lightly feather the face, using our thumbs. And tracing the midline of the forehead. And start to fan outwards. You can slowly sweep across the forehead, horizontally, working from the midline out to the temples. And come to place our fingers on the temples, making some nice light circles. And sometimes I'll kind of continue that circles into the scalp, energetically focusing on just relieving tension. Some people have really active minds. This is very soothing. Some nice slow circles. And then you can work into the sides of the scalp, near the ear. Making a couple repeats of that move. You can always encourage your receiver to focus on their breath. And it doesn't have to be like a deep intentional breath. You can just say, just relax and let your mind sort of rest on the wave of your breath. And if you notice your mind starts to wander or activate, just giving it that opportunity to listen and tune in to the work that you're receiving or the breath. So the move that I just did, we'll repeat it and placing the pointers into the bridge junction of the nose to the eyebrows. And then I'm bringing my thumbs and just gently massage the muscles near the eyebrows. And slowly moving from the midline out to the edges of the eye. And again, we can stitch that together with some nice circles. And working that out the scalp. And sometimes I'll even pull, just gently kind of sweep out the hair. Now I'm going to use my middle fingers to just trace that pathway again. And this time I'll bring my fingers to circle underneath the cheekbones. So working into the muscles of the jaw. And also just underneath the ridge of the cheekbones. And alternating with little circular movements as I work towards the nose. And then I'll just use gentle pressure with the fingertips, rolling my hands outwards. And then we'll come to work a little bit more focused on just the masseter muscle. This is the muscle that a lot of us clench sometimes in our sleep. Or if you have TMJ, it can be really tight. So doing some light circular movements to help warm up the muscle and just gather information. How does it feel? Are there any areas that feel especially tight? And then slowly starting to work deeper with more pressure into some of those targeted spots that felt tight. You can do just a static hold, pressing in. You can also move towards the mouth and towards the ear. And that gives us a nice cross fiber massage movement. You can kind of feel the muscle almost like a rubber band. It'll kind of pop just a little bit. And try and not make that overly dramatic because it can be a little bit startling for your client. But in general, that movement is helping align the muscle fibers, helping the muscle relax. And overall, just kind of creating some more functional movement and relief for that muscle. And now I'm going to trace and see if I can find that edge of the muscle. And instead of pressing into it, I'm going to pull my fingers back down and try and traction it a different direction. So before we were working kind of in, doing some circular movements, pushing the muscle that way. Now we're going to push the muscle back towards the joint. And again, returning to our circles, kind of flushing everything out. If you'd like, you can use your thumbs. And just being aware and conscious of where your fingers rest. And you don't want to put too much pressure onto the front of the throat or the neck. And then using my thumbs to work out towards the chin and the jawline. And coming back, retracing our steps. Give a nice slow stroke down the masseter. And then again, some nice circles and compression down out the chin. You can sweep from the chin back towards the ears. You can also do the same thing above the lip. One of the fun moves is you can put your fingers on either sides of the lips, above and below. And just gently sweep down towards the ear. And sometimes I'll follow up with some kneading of the masseter using my palm. So just kind of working with the ridge of my thumb muscle. This gives a nice broad pressure. You can also work a little bit deeper, making sweeping movements or small circular movements. And then I'm going to bring my fingertips behind the ears. Let's pull, squeeze out the earlobes. Really giving the ears a full rotation. Just gently tractioning. This can be especially great if your ears tend to feel like they're clogged, or maybe you've been swimming. Kind of loosen up any water that may be stuck in the ears. And working out the head again. And it's always nice if you have time when you're working on the face to spend a little bit of that energy working into the neck. And so just using the pads of my fingers, working into all the tiny little neck movements and muscles. And again, I haven't used any lotion, so you don't have to use any lotion, especially if people tend to have oily skin or sensitive skin. It may be best to go without. And always make sure to wash your hands before you get started. And if you tend to have more combo skin or oily skin, if your skin tends to break out a little bit, these moves and techniques are actually really great for increasing circulation. So I know sometimes we can be a little bit self-conscious about receiving a facial massage if our skin isn't perfect, but it's actually a really great time to take advantage of it. Just make sure you wash your skin beforehand and make sure it's clean. Definitely if the person's wearing any makeup, especially like foundation or powder, you want to take that off before you work on. Otherwise, you're just working that into the pores, which is fine, but not ideal. I'm just kind of pressing down the shoulders a little bit. can check out some of my other videos for more in-depth neck work, especially for the front of the neck and the back of the neck. And just finish by making some nice scalp circles. And pulling that out energetically. And then I like to close with just a nice gentle resting on the head. And taking a breath or two before bringing your hands up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, my name is Meera Hoffman. You can find out more about me and my practice at meerahoffman.com. And make sure you subscribe to the Psychetruth YouTube channel. We have thousands of videos to help you on your journey to health and wellness. Thank you and have a beautiful day.